Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming Terrain. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is a painting video. I do a painting video every Monday, voted on by you guys, my viewers, from last week's Weekly Wednesday. For all my regulars here, guys, I feel love. Thank you very much. I'll see you in a second, guys. Right. So if you've seen the intro and he's looking at it and I go, what the hell's happened? I filmed yesterday. I didn't finish the unit, but I finished one and, was working on it because I was pressed for time. And then when I was editing the video, I think it's going to be like a 12-minute video, 15-minute video, something like that. I deleted the footage by accident. And I was like, oh my goodness me. So I had a little freak out, had a little sleep on it. And then I realised, I got up this morning and I realised, so hold on a second. I have some models that are at the first stage, some models that are at the next stage, some models at the next stage along, and I have one that's about already. Yeah. So what I said to myself is, I'll just refilm it. I messed up and I'll just refilm it. So I do apologise, guys. There's my white palette still sitting there, ready to be used. Just pressed the wrong button, deleted the footage. Except the intro part, as you would have seen. But the last time I messed up like this was like a year ago. I deleted the wrong part of footage. I deleted a piece of footage from what I was building. So let me run you through the first stage. So the first stage, I've put some lead belcher on the face, the weapon, all the pipes, all the mechanical bits on his body, all of that stuff. Okay, this energy weapon has sorry, some screaming skull along there, and the hand has some Rhinox hide, because some hands look metallic, look robotic, the other ones look like they've got a glove on. That's the first stage. Okay, the second stage, what I've done is I've put a non-oil wash on all the silvers. So what I'm going to do now with these guys, okay, is I'm going to put a non-oil wash on them. So it totally annoyed me just doing that by accident. Really, these things happen, but unfortunately, just for me it's the wrong time. So I'm going to do one on camera with some non-oil, and then I'll go off camera and do the other ones. So I'm just going to give it a quick once over all the metallic parts. The reason I haven't done the cloaks yet at this stage is because if I get any silver, like you see the cloak there, got silver on it, it's easier to go over with the blue afterwards than it is to try and touch up the blue after the silver's hit off of it. So do the backpack, the face, the pipes around the neck, the gun, the body. At this stage, it doesn't matter if I hit off the cloak or anything like that, because it's going to be painted afterwards. So I'm going to do the other 5, okay, and then come back to you then. Right, the next stage for me is some festering blue. Now some people are going to say, oh John, you're using a colour we haven't got, we can't get hands on. There's 2 reasons why I'm using this colour. One, because I have it, and if I don't use it, this is what's starting to happen. It's starting to dry out inside. And 2, I haven't had the chance to go, okay, pick up a newer blue and go, okay, that is the same way that this one comes out, so then I can replace it. If anyone knows the colour that replaces, new colour that replaces Western blue, let me know. But all I'm going to do is paint down the cloak. I'm not going to do the whole cloak. Just going to do a bit so you, sorry if I do it on camera. I'll do a bit so you can see it. Give it a nice quick once over. The one thing I love about this festering blue, it goes on this nice rich blue colour, okay, and then it just doles down in places here and there and just gives you a nice horrible, I say horrible, it's not horrible, it's lovely, but it just gives you a blue colour that looks like what it says on the pot. It's something that's gone rotten. There's a little seal on the side of him there, so I'm going to leave that for a minute. Just get the rest of the cloak. Right. So next I've got some Lochhern blue, and I'm going to start by just edge highlighting gently along the edges, okay, and the aim is to get myself a nice that sort of look. Now the Lochhern blue is a layer paint, so what will happen is it will go on bright and dull itself down. Now some people say, how are you able to edge highlight that easily? Get a nice tip on your brush, okay? You can see how much paint I have there, and I'm just turning the model to the angle like that, so I can just get a nice crisp, apart from there, but you know, that sort of look. All the edges. See how it folds here, the cloak. Just try and get like that. Try and do the best you can, because it is a difficult angle to get at. Again on the base, dear me. It's essentially a dry brush just along one point, really. So what I'm going to do is get all try and get their face as best I can. Not the face, sorry, the rim of the hood. Touch more paint on there. It's very, very easy, guys. Very, very easy. A little ridge along here, but I'm not going to get the whole ridge. I'm just going to just touch along a little bit like that. Again, this side, just to get to a point. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow some creases along the cloak. Just give it a little, like here, look. Just try and give it a nice little gentle, just to highlight that bit even more. A little ridge there. Any little ridges, just trying to give them a little whack of colour. It just breaks it right up. Do a little bit more along there. Yeah. Just get a little bit on the hood there. Very, very simple technique. Give the shoulder pads a little slap because they are prominently blue. So I'm going to go off camera and do the rest of these guys, because I have the two here that are at the blue stage now. The rest of them will all be same stage as them, but just I need these guys to dry, so I can do these two first of all. See how many guys. Right, so you can see where they are now. So I want to go with Emperor's Children, and what I'm looking for, some of them have purity seals type things on them. He doesn't. But actually would be handy if I actually found one straight away. He has. So all I'm going to do is just give it a little once over. Now the pink again is a layer paint, so it will go on bright and dull down, but it dulls down to look like that. Okay, so it doesn't look like a piece of parchment, it looks more like a metallic seal that's been put onto them to tell them how great they are in combat and everything else. I'm going to go through and do the rest. Right, next I'm going to take this bowl wash. It's an old paint, but I would imagine a red shade or a contrast paint would do the job just as efficiently. And what I'm going for, I'm going to wash down this in the gun. Now I don't know what their weaponry is based on. I don't know if it's, you know, plasma based or whatever it is, because I don't know too much about these guys just yet. Now this red that I'm using was a red that was, I don't know, I don't think they're around anymore, but they were before the contrast paints. I think these were like a step away from washes, but a step towards contrast paint. I think they were like the initial concept idea. I don't know, I could be wrong, but I remember having these before contrast paints even existed, obviously. I mean, as you can see, over a light background, they're actually fantastic. They react the same way as a contrast paint would. By going red, that also breaks up a lot of the as I hit some screaming skull in there by accident. That also breaks up a lot of this colour. Yeah, that's those two things done. So the one thing left to do to make them battle ready, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give all of the metallic pieces a gentle, a very gentle dry brush of being copper, so it gives you this metallic-y, coppery look. Yeah, not to make it look rusty, but just to give it a coppery metallic. You can see it on these plates on his chest, his stomach bit there, but that's the way this aim. Okay, so I'm going to get that quick dry brush, and I'll give you a little glimpse of one being done now. Bear with me a second. Start with you. So just a very, very light dry brush. Bear in mind, after the wash, the nun oil on it, it's going to be that's going to be in all the recesses. So only the light dry brush I'm giving it It's just giving it a very light. Let's take a look. Anyway, I'm going to crack on with the rest because I'm just waffling away to myself. Right, so they are battle ready. However, as everyone knows on the channel, I'm now going to take them to the next stage. So the first thing I'm going to do is get a bit of Screaming Skull onto my brush. A bit of tissue because I'm going to be dry brushing the leather hands. Just a gentle dry brush. Not even that huge. Just a little touch. Just to give it a leather effect. Again, the same thing here. Just a little gentle dry brush. Metallic hands, nice. Metallic hand glove. That's it. Just give it a nice little. Last two. Here's one hand of glove. And as that dries, it's going to dull down because it's a layer paint. So for the last bit, I've got some moot green, okay, but the airbrush version. Put it onto the wet palette, get a wet brush, and just make sure you got a point, yeah. And I'm going to come in, and I'm aiming for the eyes and the lenses. But if I overshoot it slightly, it's not an issue, because that'll give it a light effect. Yeah, so I'm going to repeat that on all of these guys, and I'll come back to you then. Right, and there we have it. So after yesterday's debacle and my silliness of deleting the wrong thing, I've come out and I've just finished up. So sorry about the delay, guys. Hopefully, you know, I hope this is, I haven't looked at the playback yet, but I hope this is better than what I filmed yesterday. I believe it will be, because the whole unit's finished. So guys, if you've enjoyed this video, helped you in any way, please like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and I'll say a big thank you to everyone that's joined the channel, because it means a lot. Anyone that's watching this that hasn't joined the channel, guys, hit the subscribe button, turn your notifications on, because it costs you nothing, but it helps the channel out in a massive way. Because I also want to shout a big thank you to everyone that voted for the Skitarii Rangers, because they're actually looking fantastic. The joy to paint, very quick and easy. I did want to have a quick and easy colour scheme for them, just not only to match the other guy that I painted for them, but also when I start having mass units of these, they're going to be able to be produced quickly. So guys, I bring down some pretty pictures. Until next time, take it easy.